much more so now, and we can save a lot of lives, but a lot of cost, a lot of damage, a lot of everything. And with me, as you know, Marco is doing something very, very important right now, so I'll take a pass on Marco Rubio, but he's with us in spirit. Kristi Noem, Doug Burgum, Brooke Rollins, and a couple of other very well-known people are standing behind me. They're going to say a few words as to what they're doing with respect to response on wildfires and stopping wildfires due to proper management, proper forest management. And in a state, that's what you have governors for. They're supposed to fix those problems. And it's much more local, and they'll develop a system, and I think it'll be a great system. And also when it comes to forest fires. So for years I've been meeting with heads of other countries, and they are forest countries. They call themselves forest, Austria and others. And they say, we're a forest nation, we live in a forest, and they don't have forest fires. And in one case he said, you know, our trees are much more flammable than California, but we don't have forest fires because we clean the floor, we sweep the floor of leaves, of dead debris, of trees that fall, because after 18 months, a tree is like it's like tinder wood, and it goes up, it virtually explodes. Well, we don't take the trees out. California is a disaster, what they've done in California. They don't do anything. And if you did, you almost would not have forest fires. And you could say in theory, you shouldn't have any forest fires. And we spend billions and billions of dollars a year because people don't clean the forests. And we're gonna clean the forests. We're gonna start cleaning them. We're gonna get rid of dead wood. The environmentalists say, oh no, let it regenerate. It doesn't regenerate, it just sits there and it usually catches fire. And we're going to have a whole new system, and it's called forest management. And if you look at some of these countries in Europe and other places that literally live in forests, and very flammable forests, and they don't have problems. And they call me, they don't even know how it's possible that we can have the fires that we have. And the people behind me know that very well, and we're going to start working on that system. And we're going to save a lot of trees. We're also going to cut down trees and replant new trees. And that whole industry is going to be growing because we don't need the help of anybody. We have just about more, or as much, but more than almost anybody else in terms of lumber and wood. So we're going to be doing some great work having to do with forest fires. It's going to start effective, really it started a few months ago, and it's forest management. And Doug, I think you're really the head of that. Interiors, I guess you're the largest landlord perhaps anywhere in the world. I understand that's a nice position.